is the Mack of all trades, the title snatcher, AC Mack. And you are watching Jeffrey Show Live.
Jeffrey Show Live. I'm your host, Jeffrey Taylor. Woo! And on tonight's edition of Jeffrey Show Live, I have the one and only with me,
Ricochet. He's here.
What that mouth do?
That'd be me.
Media personality, all read everything. You representing, even though the hair isn't there.
I switch it up. I changed the style. You know, you guys are used to me with the red hair. Like Eric Bischoff says, I'm back and black and better than ever.
Shouts to Garrett Bischoff. Luckily, this isn't a family-friendly show because puppies.
Sorry, guys. There we go. Tell your wives and kids it's okay. Ish.
Hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your
But all your single friends. Okay, sorry.
Oh, no, that's no fun. That's no fun.
But the show we're talking about tonight is a family-friendly
show.
No,
it seriously is. As we're talking about, let's really reel that back in. It really is. I could see if this was combat. We could talk more into the lines, but...
We're going to talk about a little bit of action.
Yes, this is one of your home promotions. 1 of 7.
1 of 7. Action Wrestling, yes, is one of the promotions that I'm Girl Friday for. So definitely and truly near and dear to my heart.
This is the one and only Mika Villas.
I'm so happy to be back.
We're going to have all her social media, but what is your social media for the people that don't read?
For the people who don't read, who like the sound of my voice, first of all, you're weird. But secondly, I'm Mika Villas. I'm MIKAV, like victory, ILLAS, across all social media platforms. That's your Instagrams. That's your Twitter. That's your Facebook. And Snap, if you like that.
Is that your shoot name or is that your...
We're talking about
action. Let us get into this action wrestling show. Mika, we're in a different location. Where are we this evening? Because it's not Tyrone.
We are not in Tyrone, Georgia. We are doing a show at a high school. So again, a family-friendly show.
Literally.
We are at, I'm going to butcher it, Coweta High School.
No, that sounds right.
And so we're doing another benefit for a high school. And it does not matter the place or the time. The action is always real.
What is the time? What is the date? I know it's April 26th, which is a Friday.
April 26th. It is Friday. It is at Coweta High School, or Coweta, however you pronounce it, guys. I'm sorry, you didn't go to Georgia Public School. But it is, I believe, bell time's at 7:30.
I'm pretty sure.
So, come out, buy your tickets online, see us at the door. Again, it's a benefit for the high school, so you definitely want to come out and show your support for the area, for the school, for the kids, for, wrestling in general.
And anybody that we see there, we want to see you there in attendance if you're able to. And also, this, I'm pretty sure, will be streamed later on.
Definitely will be streamed. If you did not know, Action is a part of a streaming network where you can catch every action show. So do not hesitate to, 1, show up because you never know. You might be on TV.
Facts.
And 2, you can go back and catch up on the shows that you may not have been in attendance for. So that right there is just a beautiful thing in itself. And me personally, I like to see myself on TV. So.
I love it. And it's so important to go back and see some of the latter shows because you won't know what Team Tag and Matt Griffin, the CEO of Action Wrestling, has been going through, which is leading to this big 6-man tag team matchup come April 26th.
There's a lot of history there.
So much history.
Tons. You want to catch up. You want to catch up. You'll be able to watch.
You have time if you watch this predictions. You have time. Just binge it.
Binge watch the action shows. You'll see me. You'll hear me. But more importantly, you'll see the dastardly deeds of Team Tag. Me personally, Kevin Blue, but
What y'all got going on?
But
What y'all
I,
got
unfortunately, or fortunately enough, am not in the same boat as Matt Griffin, the CEO of Action Wrestling.
Yes.
Who has a huge bone to pick with Team Tag, who just watch the show. Watch the show and you'll see.
I can't believe that it got so far that they put their hands on an authority figure at the recent show.
Who puts their hands on their boss?
This isn't Vince McMahon.
Who puts their hands on
this
their
is
boss?
real life right now.
Who
What's going
puts their
on?
hands on their boss and expects no repercussions? The fact of the matter is, Team Tag is lucky that they are still employed by Action, because had it been me in charge,
You know how women do. They hold grudges.
forever and ever, amen. Yes. Yeah, they be fired.
Luckily, Matt wants to get even.
Matt wants to handle business in the ring. Matt wants to take Team Tag into the middle of the ring and, like any naughty, silly child, discipline them.
This is what I don't want to do, and I don't want to deceive the wrestling fans or the viewers, is Matt has had in-ring action.
Matt Griffin.
We're not about to act like this man, but is he rusty?
Matt Griffin is a former wrestler. Matt Griffin is a trained professional.
Trained.
But it has been several years that Matt has been an active competitor.
Several. It's like
Matt-
a decade.
Matt is a family man. He has a wife. He has a child. He has not been in the ring. He has not been physical in this sense in over a decade. Now he has to step into the ring with Team Tag, with Billy Buck.
Billy
with,
Buck alone.
With Chris Spectra, with Kevin Blue. These guys, like them or hate them as I do, are in the prime of their career. They are in here, night in and night out, in the middle of the ring, doing what they do best, which is causing havoc, mayhem, and destruction. Matt has to step into the ring with two partners.
Yes.
To try to counteract and to, again, get some measure of revenge, I guess is the word. And it's a strong word.
Teach him a lesson or something.
But it's a word that is very well placed here in this situation due to Team Tag's actions. Matt has a two partners against Team Tag. Now, we have some news. We know one of the partners that Matt Griffin will have at his side to take on Team Tag in this 6-man tag team. It is someone who is, again,
we're familiar with.
Very familiar with.
Action wrestling viewers are familiar with.
From Action
Go
Wrestling.
binge watch the shows.
Binge watch the show. But somebody, again, who is not rusty, who has been in the ring.
Yes.
Time and time again, who has significant wins in the action ring.
He does.
Who has wins all across the southeastern Georgia here.
That's true.
Somebody who you will see in hand with flip-flops, and I want to see him flip-flop drop. Team Tag.
Cabana Man Dan.
That's right. Cabana Man Dan is joining Matt Griffin to take on Team Tag. Now, of course, that's just two people.
Who's the third?
The third person.
Who?
Right now, the third person is... I'm not telling Team Tag anything. Team Tag does not need to know anything.
They already got an advantage.
They have an
already have
advantage, and it's time that they're at a disadvantage. It is time for Team Tag.
Because we can't stop.
No, we will stop. They will be stopped. I'm supposed to be Switzerland. I'm supposed to be neutral. But I am looking forward to Matt Griffin, Cabana Man Dan, and his partner taking out Team Tag. And I don't mean for dinner and a movie. I mean laying them out in the middle of the ring, because Team Tag, they deserve to get beat.
So it's pretty clear who you have winning this match, I guess?
I am not at any way, shape, or form going for anybody other than Matt and Cabana Man Dan and their mystery partner.
I'm feeling all of this animosity right now between being so close to you. But I'm just a logic and a statistic numbers, especially being in the accounting department. I don't see Team Tag losing. They're not rusty. They're real crisp. Billy Buck has had it. All three of them, you saw what they've got with the Georgia Wrestling Awards.
They didn't earn the awards that they stole from SCI, just so you know. They did not win. They stole those titles from the Carnies.
They did. Indeed, they did. I'm
They're
not
thieves.
denying that. But
they're losers.
I don't see Team Tag losing. I don't.
That's okay. You've been wrong before. You'll be wrong again.
Wow. Wow. So continuing on with the Action Wrestling show, Matt has his business to take care of. We have Eric Royale at the last show. They caused a mayhem, a havoc in the main event. Fred Yehi.
Yehi!
But that bounty is still hanging over Fred Yehi. And one of the best wrestlers right now in the world. And that is a literal statement. Anthony Henry. Is returning.
Of the workhorsemen.
Yes.
And the former Evolve champion is coming back to Action Wrestling. Anthony Henry is just dangerous in general. Fred Yehi has a bounty on his head placed by Eric Royale.
For the people that don't know what a bounty is, let's break that down. Not to say that that you guys don't,
But just in case.
Just in case, because I know me sometimes I get on Google, but you guys can stay on this video and we'll tell you. That means that there's a certain amount of money that Eric Royale has placed over, and if Mika decides to clobber Fred Yehi behind his back, she can get the money. Because he is a marked man. Like, he has to always look over his shoulders. And not too many people want to challenge Fred Yehi because
Fred Yehi
made a name for himself.
His style is unorthodox in the ring and just in general. He is a former Evolve competitor.
Yes.
He has been everywhere throughout the world competing in wrestling. So, to have a bounty on his head, Fred is used to stepping in the ring and seeing his opponent squaring up, but now he literally has to watch his back everywhere he goes. Anthony Henry has said, man up, face to face.
Yes.
I am coming for you. I'm coming for you, Fred, and I'm coming for this bounty that is on your head. Fred now has to prepare for one of the most dangerous competitors in all the world, if not just the Southeast, in Anthony Henry. He is relentless. He has no regard for life, limb, or anything Fred may hold near and dear to his heart, which means Anthony Henry is a man that Fred does not have to beat, but has to survive being in the ring with this assassin. Truly, that's what he is. He is an assassin. Have you seen Anthony Henry?
Yes, I love Anthony Henry. And one of the things about this matchup, no disrespect to all the other matches on the card and that we spoke about, but this is, when you look at the card, just strictly looking at the card, this is the focus. This could be a main event on any show.
This is a main event any place else in the world. This will be your main event. Henry, Yehi, these two world-class competitors squaring up one-on-one in general is a main event. Now that there is something on the line, Fred's head is literally on the line.
So I don't know how much wrestling we're going to get, or are they just going to try Fred in survival mode, Anthony trying to kill him?
Anthony's going to try to kill him.
He's going to try and kill him.
He's going to try to kill him.
I, for some strange reason, Fred Yehi from the last show, he's really focused. So I'm going with Fred Yehi. I think that I've doubted him the last time we were this close together against Eric Royale, but he's proven to me, he has, and I will own up to that, is that he can own his own, and I don't see that being any different. And shout outs to Fred Yehi at Madison Square Garden at G1 Supercard, because I saw you.
We see you, Fred.
I did. It's always good to see familiar faces.
Always great to see familiar faces, stepping up, doing things that you're not typically used to them doing. Fred has expanded his game. And Fred's game was already good.
Yeah.
Fred's game was already one that you had to, check on and be like, oh, did you see that? Did you see what he did?
Yep.
Anthony Henry brings something that people don't expect. The quickness you expect because he seems to be a smaller competitor, but it's the power game behind the quickness that people are not really sure of until they see, hear, and unfortunately feel the power of Henry. I like Anthony Henry. To be quite honest, I'm pretty scared of him. But Fred Yehi is on a mission, and his mission is to get his hands once again, I believe, on Eric Royale. So putting his bounty on him.
So,
if Anthony Henry has a distraction in his corner, perhaps Amber, if a workhorseman is with him. That is the only way I see Anthony Henry picking up the win here. Fred Yehi for the win because his focus is getting back to Egg Royale and settling the business that those two have unfinished between them two.
Okay, I see we're on the same page a little bit. Next match we have student versus teacher. We have one of the greats, A.R. Fox from the WA4, which is... yeah.
I'm sorry.
Look at you.
I couldn't hold that one in. That was funny.
Oh, man. So the next match we have is A.R. Fox versus Bobby Flaco, student versus teacher. We have A.R. Fox, the head coach, trainer from the WA4 Professional Wrestling School here in Atlanta, Georgia. And we have Bobby Flaco, who's been a student. And I've saw Bobby Flaco's debut match, and I've been following his journey from the very beginning. So this is going to be
interesting. This is good. This is one of those classic scenarios where does the student outlast the teacher? Has the teacher taught everything that he knows to the student, or has he been holding back to have that one final trick up his sleeve that the student is not ready for? We've seen Bobby Flaco here in action. Bobby Flaco has a following in the action audience.
Oh, he does.
A.R. Fox is known worldwide, whether you see him in Lucha Underground or just his various appearances throughout the world.
WrestleMania weekend
especially. Yeah. But this is a stepping stone. This is one of those proving grounds where Bobby Flaco, who has been in action, who has made a name for himself, has to step his game up, has to show that you may be my teacher, but I have surpassed you in every possible way, especially in the middle of this ring. But Fox is a ring general. He is a veteran. He is a man who has been around the world. Do not let the fuzzy boots fool you.
Not fuzzy boots. Not the Uggs.
Does not have fuzzy boots. Don't let them fool you. The skill, the high flying, the death-defying skills that Fox has. Is Flaco up to the task? Or will Bobby Flaco lay flat on his back for the 1, 2, 3? I think myself, me and the teacher, that we always hold back. We don't give these kids everything. And Fox gets the tray on Flaco, eh?
I don't see that happening. I know. And this is funny. I actually made this decision in my head, and we're gonna talk about this a little off camera, actually. But I'm gonna give you guys the camera version. Is that Bobby Flaco momentum in action wrestling has been huge. I think that he's just on the uprise. He's been everywhere, and I don't think that he is going to slow down for A.R. Fox. I feel like A.R. Fox is coming into an environment that he's not familiar with, that Bobby Flaco is familiar with, and he's going to capitalize on that, because I think that a lot of people go off of athleticism in wrestling, but a lot of it is momentum, and as well as feeding off the energy of where you're at. It's kind of similar to having that home advantage during a basketball or a football team. I feel like the crowd is going to be behind Bobby Flaco, and that he's going to get that X-Men mutant power from it and pick up the 3 count from him. Whether this is schoolboy roll-up pin, whether I think that he will get a pinfall victory, not a DQ or a count out. But I think that it's just gonna be what's gonna known to the rest of the internet world. Not saying Bobby Flaco is bad, they just don't know him yet. But it's gonna be an upset once they see Bobby Flaco defeat A.R. Fox in the powerbomb slam world. They're gonna be like, what?
CageMatch.net will have the winner of this match as A.R. Fox. Mark my words.
Woo! This action wrestling show come April 26th. We have O'Shea Edwards. His last show until now in Georgia. And I love O'Shea.
O'Shea. Love him or hate him. If you hate him, are you even a real person right now? Because he is mad talented. Mad talented. O'Shea, one of his very last appearances in the Georgia area.
Action wrestling.
Action wrestling. Because O'Shea is going to be dojo bound for.
I'm so happy for him.
Where's he
Ring of
going?
Honor.
Ring of Honor. So, he's going to be here.
With Enzo and Cass?
Kill Enzo. That's all I want. I mean, in the ring.
I gotta cut that out. Nevertheless, we do not know what he's gonna be involved with. I would say a match, but I don't know what he's gonna be involved with.
It's O'Shea. And if you don't know O'Shea, you do not know the big bad kaiju. I'm sure he's going to make an impression before he leaves the area to make sure that you know his name and you sing his praises or scream bloody murder when he goes up north to do what he does best, which is kick ass and screw your name.
I'm going to be honest. I think that he's going to screw Bandy out of the championship main event, but that's a little ahead of ourselves, but that's just... I don't know. I think that it feels like they're trying to give him a match, but I feel like he's going to have some involvement with the history that they have. Like, you think this man is going to go up north with James Bandy as the champion? That's a little bit later, but I don't see it.
Good point, but...
Yeah.
Maybe O'Shea will go out gracefully.
Did you not remember the fight you broke up with T's about to attack the kids?
I was hoping.
The kids.
I was protecting children from this fight, and I hope I don't have to do that again, guys, because I'm not equipped to save the kids, okay? I'm not Sally Struthers.
Wonder Woman or something. What was you, Captain Marvel?
Pretty much.
After that, we have Watts Rules.
Watts Rules. Michael Marshall and the Watts Rules will be in the house for Action Wrestling. Do you know what the Watts Rules are?
I know a few of the rules. You can't go off the top rope. No close fist.
Correct.
And pile driver. Okay, we'll be good with charades. Pile driver. Yes.
Pile drivers are illegal.
But that's usually how he wins.
Hey. Referee can't call what he doesn't see. I am a fan.
I want to see you be as a referee. I'm sorry, guys.
Me as a referee?
You have one of those tied up like Ms. Jacqueline had.
I've got stripes. I don't travel. I'm not like, my favorite ref, Frankie Gastineau. But going back, Marshall, Watts Rules.
Yes.
Pile drivers, closed fists, over the top rope are illegal because he wants to make sure that as a competitor, they're able to continue to compete in the ring. He had a broken neck. He does not want to see that happen.
Yes.
So, no matter what, the referee has to call what he sees.
Emphasis.
What he sees happen in the ring. Who is Michael Marshall taking on in this Watts Rules match? The one, the only, AJ Gray. Now, I don't think Watts Rules means anything at all to AJ Gray. I think AJ Gray is a competitor that it does not matter the rules, it does not matter the time, it does not matter the place. What matters is if you step into the ring with this man who is a beast, he is going to put you down. AJ Gray scares me. And I know I say that about a couple of competitors, and I've said that before. But this is one of the people who legitimately, when I see him in the locker room, when I see him coming, I go the other way. My instinct to survive kicks in. Much like if you were in a hurricane, in a fire, in a flood, where you want to flight or fight, I'm not going to fight him. Kudos to Michael Marshall for wanting to step into the ring with Watts Rules against AJ Gray. But as a person who lives and breathes and bleeds, AJ Gray is not somebody who I want to step across the ring from. Hell, I don't want to be in the same room with a man if I can avoid it. Michael Marshall, you're a brave soul. I salute you, sir. But AJ Gray is going to do things to you that shall be unmentionable until they happen. My prediction, of course.
I think that Mike Marshall is going to win just because he's going to cheat. I think that this is just a pattern with him. I think that either he's going to power drive, he's going to do a close hand fist, he's going to do something, a low blow or something. I mean, that's just what I've been seeing him do all around Georgia.
You've seen AJ Gray. AJ is not a small competitor. He is a muscular man.
Good point. He is. Good point. Seriously, good point.
He's swole. And he's
point.
like, he's not big swole. He's not Aaron Monroe, but he's swole.
Good point. Yeah, I'm going with AJ Gray. Yeah, I'm going to go with AJ Gray. No, seriously, I am. Yeah, good point.
There we go.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, again, I like Michael Marshall. I love Watts rules. I'm all about the protection and the safety of the competitors in the middle of the ring. But again, AJ Gray, I don't think he cares about rules and safety. He's a wild card. Watch him decimate.
This next match, we have a grudge match. We have some females in action. Some women's wrestling going down.
Ladies, action.
It's going down.
Okay. Let me be honest here. Let me be 100% transparent. Okay? Aja Perera has done some things that are typically unbecoming of a competitor in general, but especially a female competitor. Aja Perera has laid her hands, her fist, her back fist on a member of the audience. Papa Hells, to be exact. She has been in the face of officials, of fans, of any and everybody. Aja Perera is not that nice, smiley girl next door or alien from another world who's come to just show you a good time.
She switched.
This girl has a bad attitude. This girl is here to prove a point. This girl is here to backhand anybody in her way. And it does not matter size, age, shape, color, creed, or origin. Aja Perera is here to make a statement. And if you are on the wrong end of that statement, then I really, truly, and everything feel for you. Personally, I am staying the heck out of the way because I am not trying to catch no backhands from that girl there, okay? Her opponent?
Dani J.
Whoa. Wait a minute. I'm sorry.
What?
If you guys know me, I got people who slide into my DMs, and Matt Griffin, the CEO of Action Wrestling, Matt just slid into the DMs because he knows what's happening right now, and he's telling us about a Scramble that is not on the card, that's not been mentioned yet.
Exclusive?
What? We are getting can I say the down low? We're getting the exclusive about a Scramble that's happening.
Who's in this thing?
At Action Wrestling. So, in this Scramble, you are going to have numerous competitors. Ooh.
What? Ashton Starr?
Ashton Starr is going to be in the Scramble here at Action Wrestling. Matt is not holding back. He's giving me everything, y'all.
Jaden Newman?
Number one! Itchy Bond. Jaden Newman is going to be here in Action Wrestling in a
Shawn Dean? The one that face?
The captain, Shawn Dean from Chicago, my hometown.
Oh, man.
The Chi-Town.
You better be representing
The 312 to 773.
Who's your Action Wrestling champion? In my opinion, Matt Sales.
Matt Sales.
Family-friendly show.
Oh, sorry.
Family-friendly
From the waist up. Shoot me from the waist up. Matt Sales, the Boozerweight. Matt Sales, who has come close on so many occasions to winning his matches in action and just in the Southeast in general. Matt Sales is in this Scramble. You know what's going to happen? I feel, Matt Sales, this is your time.
Did they tell you that too? And the final person in the Scramble that I'm seeing, your boy, Alan Angels.
It's your boy, Alan Angels. Now, Alan has to stand alone. O'Shea Edwards is going north.
Yes.
He's going to the dojo.
Yes.
Alan Angels is in the Scramble, and perhaps this is a time for Alan to become a man from a boy and to step away from the big bad kaiju to become something totally different, something new.
It's time.
Maybe. I'm not sure if I buy into that. I feel that Alan, he's talented. I will take nothing away from that. But I also feel that he takes a lot of shortcuts, hiding behind people who are just a tad bit more talented than him. So, again, I stick by Matt Sells as the winner of the Scramble. For the people that I know, Action CEO Matt is slipping in my DMs again here, guys. But that's my pick, okay?
What an exclusive, man. What an exclusive right there. Time for the main event. Shout out to Brett Wolverine. Action Wrestling Champion Alice. AC Mack will defend his championship against the franchise James Bandy in the main event come April 26th at Action Wrestling.
This is like a long time coming. Bandy has worked his way up the ranks.
Has he?
He has. He legitimately has. At our last show at I don't know which high school. I'm sorry. But at the last show, Bandy put the work in every show. Bandy shows up early. He stays late. He puts up the ring. He pulls down the ring. He's in the gym. He's opening the gym. He's closing the gym. Bandy is doing everything and anything to be better. He wants the shot. He has the shot. He has the people. Bandy wants to prove that he is not just ready, but willing and able, as so let I know, to be the next Action Wrestling Champion.
This isn't it, Chief. I don't see AC Mack losing tonight. I don't think that James Bandy has been tweeting things like the future is now and that is his time, like he's Triple H in 2000. I mean, James Bandy is
2000
cool.
Triple H, though, was the man.
And James Bandy is cool for a mid-carder. But this is the main event. It is!
Did you call that man a mid-carder? James Bandy has stood toe-to-toe, face-to-face with the likes of the Big Bad Kaiju, O'Shea Edwards. James Bandy has been there in action from the opening match, the curtain jerker match.
So he went from opening to mid-card. I mean, that's what I'm hearing.
It is now time for Bandy in the main event to show and to prove just what it is that he does that has not just the people behind him, but himself, that he believes in himself, that he can wrestle. He can out-wrestle AC Mack to become the second Action Wrestling Champion.
If Cam Carter couldn't be AC Mack for the championship, then what is James Bandy even doing?
Cam had a valiant effort. He did. Nothing against Cam. Cam has athleticism. He really does. High flying.
Bandy has all that.
Bandy has heart. Bandy has determination. Bandy has the people behind him.
He does have the people behind him.
And that
He does have the
six
people.
man in that ring, that force that gets behind you, that
Not the
fires
force.
you up. I know, right? That fires you up, that gets you feeling, that adrenaline in your veins, that pump that you get that makes you push further, harder, faster, stronger. Bandy has it.
So I just need to ask you just straight up. I'm hearing what you're saying. Are you picking James Bandy to win the Action Wrestling Champion, or are you just hyping him out right now? I just need to know before this video is over with.
Let me throw my disclaimer out here. Just please understand that I like AC Mack. AC Mack as the inaugural Action Wrestling Champion.
He's the only Action Wrestling Champion.
As the only. The inaugural and only
At
AC.
CageMatch.net is only AC.
AC Mack is a fierce competitor. AC Mack is a man who calls himself the belt collector.
Yes.
AC Mack is going to lose a part of his collection. That's the word. AC Mack is going to lose part of his collection to James Bandy, as James Bandy picks up wins and holds high above his head the Action Wrestling Championship.
I'm going to give Bandy the benefit of the doubt. He's going to take 2 Mac 10s, not just 1, to stay down for the 3.
Wow.
He'll take 2. And that's just because of the heart, she said. He's going to take 2. He's going to take 2, and he's going to lose. And he's going to lose clean.
Whoa. This is AC Mack. AC Mack is not a competitor who, let's be honest, Mack is underhanded. He's sly. He's slick. He uses situations to his advantage. All that being said, throw your 2 Mac 10s. Throw them all you want. Bandy is still going to win.
How much brought a production? Are you even allowed to be giving predictions?
I probably should shut up right now. Really, truly.
Let the people know your social media before this video is over. Well, let the people know your social media before we end this Action Wrestling Predictions video.
If you want to join me on the winning team, see that W right there, winning team, I am Mika Villas on all forms of social media. That is MIKA, V like victory, ILLAS. That is Snapchat. That is Twitter. That is Facebook. And I'm on Snap.
What's a Tumblr? I respect it. We're going to have the Action Wrestling information in the bio so you can get your advance tickets so you can meet all of the athletes that we're talking about in this video. Be sure to follow their Twitter page, their Facebook page, their Instagram page, and they have a website. They're very active on all of the above, as I mentioned. And I'm going to catch you guys later on an exciting edition of Jeffrey Shawn Live.